Hello and welcome back to another severe weather outlook video. Today, my name is Landon, and today we will be talking about severe weather for today and tomorrow, for Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures. We'll be looking at next week's severe weather and my predictions for it. And then we're also going to be looking at Cape values for next week. We're going to be looking at everything that goes into severe weather and what makes severe weather for next week. Before we get started though, I would like you to please like and subscribe and comment down below what you think I should do differently. It helps out. And let's get into this video. So what you are looking at now is the day 1 categorical outlook. It is the Saturday, May 9th outlook. I'm not expecting any severe weather for today, but there's that potential down in the Florida Keys. A few strong storms, gusty winds are possible over the Florida Keys early Sunday morning. So this is for I think, for Saturday morning. So that threat is over with. That threat is over with. But then you also have that, general thunder, which means thunderstorms, rain showers, and that's it. In the New Mexico and Arizona area, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, and then some in Montana, and then that Florida region, just off Daytona Beach area, east of Orlando, and then in the Florida Keys in the southernmost tip of Florida. So since I'm not expecting anything, the tornado threat, it's less than 2% in all areas. Hail threat, less than 5%, and in that wind threat, there is that 5% chance of some severe wind, but it's very unlikely for today. So there's your day 1. Day 2 categorical outlook. A few strong to severe thunderstorms are possible across a portion of the Ohio Valley Sunday afternoon and far South Florida into the Florida Keys during the day. So those darker shades of green are the marginal risk. It's into Texas, New Mexico, Florida Keys, in the Ohio Valley. And then that light green is that general thunder. It's the plains, the southern plains, into the southwestern states. In the western Pacific coast and the Ohio Valley and Florida. Tornado threat for tomorrow is low. It's low. There's nothing, especially up in Ohio. Ohio's not going to have any tornadoes tomorrow because it's so cold that they're not going to have any. Hail threat for tomorrow, if any, is the Ohio Valley into the Texas, New Mexico area, and the wind threat is also in the Ohio Valley, the Texas and New Mexico area, and in the Florida Keys. So there's your day 2 for Sunday into Monday categorical outlook. So this is Sunday night into Monday morning. Now what we'll look at is the day 3 categorical outlook, and nothing severe is predicted for today, for Monday into Tuesday morning, very early Tuesday morning. We have that general thunder region in much of the southern plains and into the Four Corners region up into the northwestern USA, and we also have that general thunder area in New England and in the southern Florida into the Florida Keys area. And since it's just general thunder, there are no probabilistics, so there is no percentage for severe weather. Now what we'll look at Wednesday into Thursday into Friday's probabilistics. So we'll go straight to day 5, and they already have a 15% into Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska. And it's still about a week out. Or not a week. 5 days out. So I am predicting some very strong severe weather for Wednesday into Thursday, early Thursday morning. We'll move on into and this is too far into the future to predict. So, but right now this is our main region that we're watching. Let's go into my, I have made a forecast. It's a little off, but it's not much from the National Weather Service. I'm predicting that we'll have a cold front that'll line up behind this area. It'll line up there. That's where all low pressure will be. The upper level low. Then we'll have a warm front, I believe it's situated right over Kansas, and then we'll have that dry line drop south into Oklahoma, and all of this will be moving eastward, and as it does, everything to the south of the warm front along that dry line will most likely become severe, and that's why I have my categories. In this darker shade of green, I have a marginal risk or a slight risk. And those darker reds, in that darker red, I have a moderate risk or enhanced risk, and in that dark red, the darkest red, that is my highest risk for severe weather. So, still it's too far out into the future. I'll update this come Monday morning. Once on Monday I will update it, and on Monday afternoon I'll upload my video, and that's when y'all see it. That's when y'all will see it. So, now what we'll get into is, we'll look at future radar for today into tomorrow and then into Wednesday. So, today, we have some snow showers still, and in New England, we have that rare May snow shower in New England, and we also have some snow up in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. We have some rain up in the high plains, and some rain pushing off to the southeast, from Louisiana. And then in all that low pressure system up in the northeast that brought the snow will move out of the U.S., and all the rain that's in the U.S. will track southeast. And those are where the storms will start to fire up tomorrow morning, in the Florida Keys. Sorry, I said Saturday morning, I meant Sunday morning. And the storms in the Ohio Valley region will start to fire up. We also have some rain shower in the Oklahoma, Texas area. We'll go into the future. You can see those storms in the Ohio Valley start to form a line, and that pushes off to the east. This is Monday morning. We just have rain and some snow across the USA. And then this is when, then we'll jump into Wednesday. So this is when I believe we will have our greatest chance of severe weather. Wednesday, you can see some storms start to fire up in the Texas Panhandle, and those move off to the east. And then Thursday morning, individual cells start to fire up and move off to the east. And like I said, this is in the future, so it's really hard for the radar or future models to predict, but yeah. So now what we'll go to is this is the brightness of the cells, and the water vapor. So this is today. You can see that the snow and where it's located. This was early this morning, and then all of that pushes off to the east. You can see those water vapor temperatures start to get high, at negative 60, which is high. And it starts to push off to the east. But what I'm looking at now is for Wednesday. Okay, so you can see all those you can see that one individual cell across Oklahoma. That's what the future radar is predicting there will be a cell there. It kind of it kind of dies off, and also as it's dying, it kind of forms up with that northern water vapor storms, and then all of this pushes off to the east, and then the storms start to fire up and push off to the east for Thursday, and then this is when I expect to see the this is when I expect to see the severe weather on the 15th. So the 14th and the 15th, and then all those push off to the east. A cold front comes through, and then another system rolls through on the 16th. And just in the same region, almost every day they get hit. And they're going to get some more rain. And then all that dives south. The southern plains get a break, and then we get more storms. So now what we'll look at is temperatures for today. First we'll look at Cape values and shear. So this is Cape on the 14th. It's not very high, but it's about 2,000 millibars or joules per kilogram. So it's still up there. But then it starts to really take off and Thursday afternoon, and you can kind of see and up in Kansas we have some almost 5,000 joules per kilogram of Cape, And so, what I am predicting is this is going to be mainly a hail threat. Now, when we get these high Cape values, that means baseball, softball, teacup size hail. Now, if you don't know this, but tornadoes usually thrive the best when the Cape breaks. And that means when the temperature is higher than the Cape temperature. And when that happens, that's when you get those strong EF2, EF2s, EF3s, EF4s, and EF5s. So, right now, it's looking like a big hail event, because also what we will look at is the shear. And shear on Friday the 15th isn't very high. It's about 30, 40 miles an hour in millibars. 30, 40 millibars. So there's not rotation. There's not the southern winds and the jet stream, and they just collide and start to rotate. There's none of that as of right now. And the radar's not, and the future models aren't seeing that. But like I said, we're about a week out, so all of this can change. Now what we'll look at is lifted index. And it's pretty high. It's really high. High numbers. But there's lifted index. Now what we'll look at is supercell composite. And this is where supercells are most likely to thrive. That's in these yellows and even the blues. Supercells are better surviving in that. And then just everything falls apart on Friday afternoon. So Thursday night and Friday morning, that's when I'm really predicting the best chance of severe weather. So now what we'll go to is today's temperatures, and then I will wrap up the video. So I'm also I'm also predicting a huge warm up, and so are the future models. We had that huge polar vortex roll through, and it brought many hundreds of towns had record lows for the month of May. And I'm predicting that it'll warm up. So this is today's high temperatures. We have 60s in the southern plains, 60s and 70s in the deep south, 80s in the southwest, 40s and 30s in the New England area, and 60s up in the northwest. These are highs for today, and so yeah, tonight's lows, 40s, 30s, 20s, 70s, and some 60s on the map. So not terribly bad for the southern part of the country, but the northeast, that's where you're still getting some snow into tonight with those low temperatures, some record-breaking even. And then, of course, you have normal rocky weather at 20s and 30s at night. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And comment what you think I should do differently, what you think I should add, what you think I should take out. It would really help a lot. This is your weatherman. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and I will see you on the next one.